Hey everybody, Joe Lowry, what a day. Happy Monday out there. The weekend is behind us. Today is December 4th. Today is National Sock Day. That's right, this day recognizes the rarest of all unities, the marriage of matched socks. That's right, when they manage wash after wash, dryer after dryer, they always keep finding each other through all that chaos. A celebration is certainly in order for National Sock Day. That's right, folks. Well, the New England Patriots notched their 10th victory of the season with a 23-3 win over the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo yesterday. Tom Brady was 21 of 30 with 250 yards passing and actually threw for 0 touchdowns. Goose egg folk on that one. Rob Gronkowski led all receivers with 9 receptions for 147 yards. More on him later on. Rex Burkhead had both rushing touchdowns for the Patriots. The Patriots defense, well, they played pretty well yesterday, holding Buffalo to only a field goal and an interception. Late in the game, though, tight end Rob Gronkowski, who was no doubt frustrated by the constant clutching and holding and grabbing, was flagged for a personal foul when he hit Bills cornerback Tre'Davious White late after the whistle. Now, this was a dead ball foul, and this did prove costly as word has just come from the NFL league offices moments ago. Patriots tight end Rob Gronkowski has been suspended for 1 game. That's right, Rob Gronkowski suspended for 1 game. Word just came out of the league offices moments ago. Next up for the Patriots, next Monday night, they're in Miami against the Dolphins. Of course, the game is on ESPN Monday Night Football. Well, both the Bruins and the Celtics are back in action tonight, as the Bruins are in Nashville and the Celtics host the Milwaukee Bucks at the Garden. Some Red Sox news. The Boston Globe is reporting that the Boston Red Sox are now out of the running for Marlins free agent slugging Giancarlo Stanton, as well as Japanese pitching sensation Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani did say he wanted to pitch on the West Coast and for a smaller market team. Another NFL news today, the New York Giants, who are after the worst start in history, fired head coach Ben McAdoo today with a 2-10 start combined with the benching of Pro Bowl, 2-time Super Bowl champ quarterback Eli Manning. Experts say this was long overdue. McAdoo posted a 13-15 record in his nearly 2-year stint with the New York Football Giants. Well, Time Magazine announced their short list of the magazine's Person of the Year for 2017 on NBC's Today Show this morning. Now, topping the short list is Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos. No brainer there with the year Amazon is having and they'll continue to have. Also on the list, Wonder Woman director Patty Jenkins. That's right. She's the first female director to have opened up a movie and shattered the $100 million mark in 1 week, and that's impressive. And, of course, North Korean nutjob Kim Jong-un is the latest as well on the list. An anti-anthem out-of-work NFL QB Colin Kaepernick made the list. Also, special counsel Robert Mueller is on the list for the list with this whole high-profile investigation with the Russian and the U.S. involvement with the U.S. election. The hashtag MeToo movement made the list, as it should, as each day there's yet an allegation of sexual misconduct within our society. And, of course, 2 presidents made the list. The first one, President of China, Xi Jinping, who was just reelected to a 5-year term. And the other president, of course, our own Donald Trump. And we all know what kind of year he's had. Just take a peek at that stock market, folks. And, of course, Time Magazine will announce the Person of the Year this coming Wednesday during their 7 a.m. broadcast. Well, with the that's a tough one to say. Well, with the winter months coming soon, no doubt Hollywood would like to spend some time, for you to spend some time in a warm, cozy movie theater. And they have put out a list of movies that are being coined must-see, can't mix, box office bonanzas. Here's a few sneak peeks at the list. Right now, that's already out, The Disaster Artist, starring and directing James Franco. Another big one, Tommy Lee Jones and Morgan Freeman team up for a movie called Just Getting Started. That comes out on December 8th. And, of course, WWE's own John Cena voices the bull Ferdinand. That's a big one. And, of course, the big one on December 15th, Star Wars, The Last Jedi. That hits theaters and no doubt will probably maintain the #1 spot for a long time. And, of course, we have Ridley Scott's Oscar rumor contender starring Mark Wahlberg, All the Money in the World. That's the Jay Getty one there. That's going to be a big one. Will Smith's Brightest coming out later in the month. And this one's cool. Owen Wilson teams up with Ed Helms in Father Figures. That comes out December 22nd. The Rock's coming out with Jumanji 2. And the girls are back together in Pitch Perfect 3 on December 22nd as well. And writer Aaron Sorkin throws his hat in the ring with the highly anticipated movie Molly's Game starring Jessica Chastain. These are just some of the movies coming out this holiday season. And for those who want to get away from the holiday season, there seems to be a lot to choose from on the big screen. Well, get this one, folks. With the recent launch of another intercontinental ballistic missile courtesy of our friends over in North Korea, a Cathay Pacific jet crew is now coming out with a story that they witnessed the missile in flight. This is incredible. The company confirmed to the BBC that the crew witnessed what is suspected to be the re-entry of the missile into the Earth's atmosphere. Cathay's GM of the airline sent a memo today. The crew of the CX-893 reported, "Be advised, we witnessed the DPRK missile blow up and fall apart near our current location." The launch was reportedly also witnessed by 2 other South Korean aircraft en route to Seoul to the U.S. Unlike other countries, North Korea usually does not announce its missile tests, which means they come out with no warning and no flight path. That's insane. Pyongyang does have access to the international civil aviation data, so it can't study the airspace before any launch. Whether they do that or not, we have no idea. Now, North Korea announced that this latest missile can easily reach the United States as well as the East Coast. So do we now sit back and wait for disaster to take place, folks? I mean, come on, will you? Some sad news to report. Elton John's mother, Sheila Fairbrother, passed away earlier this morning. Both Elton John and his mother have been estranged for several years, and they just reconciled months ago. Elton John released this statement earlier this morning saying, "So sad to say that my mother passed away this morning. I only saw her this past Monday, and I am in shock." The Rock Man went on to say, "Travel safe, Mom. Thank you for everything." And of course, the cause of death was not immediately known. Elton's mom was 90 years old. Well, big changes coming to the big prescription drugstore giant CVS. They bought out insurance giant Aetna for $69 billion over the weekend. This is huge. It is one of the largest healthcare mergers in history. The retail pharmacy chain is more than what most people think now. They actually run several walk-in clinics, some at most major Target stores. It also runs one of the largest specialty pharmacies dispensing high-priced drugs that require special handling. Of course, CVS stock soared when the announcement took place. It was just a decade ago that CVS bought out Caremark for $27 billion. CVS now has over 10,000 drugstores nationwide, and no doubt this number will just keep rising. Well, don't forget to finally, folks, to visit my YouTube page, www.youtube.com/Joe Lowry. What a day. What is it, folks? That's right. It's free. It's free. It's free. All you got to do is hit subscribe. I know you're out there. Come get it. Anyway, that's going to do it for me, folks. Time to put this Monday to bed. You guys have a great evening, and I'm Joe Lowry. What a day.